All right, well, good morning, good afternoon. We are right in the middle of day 6. We didn't really do a whole lot. We drove and we took a shower because we definitely needed it. We are sitting here just off the Avenue of the Giants. We turned around and came back because I think in both of our opinion, it is the best spot to see the redwoods. You're surrounded by them. They get really sparse up north. We kind of just parked right off the road under the redwoods. And we're gonna walk into the forest and look for a trail. Come with us on this adventure. Well, it looks like we found the trailhead. Wasn't too far from where we were, but that was part of the trailhead. And there is a huge tree right through the middle of it. So our guess is that a big storm came through here and destroyed the trailhead. But we found the trail. The trail is sort of right here. Yeah, we're going to continue down that. You shall not pass. So we sort of found a trail, but it seems like this trail is wildly under-maintained. Well, it's not maintained at all. But we're trying to find where the Stratosphere Giant is on our own. It does look like people cut through there though. So we're kind of making our own trail. Kind of in and out, we're finding patches of gravel, which make us think we're definitely on somewhat what used to be a sort of maintained trail. So yeah, so we're doing this. It's pretty crazy. I'm gonna let Jack go first so that if he falls through, then I don't fall through. But yeah, you can see where people jumped off over there. Like right there. Right? Yeah, dirt there. So, but we're out here in the middle of the forest. And it's pretty awesome. I was just saying that it's pretty crazy because of where we're going and what kind of trail we're on. It's not a whole lot of people come out and see this because it's not a groomed and maintained trail. Mind you, we could be walking on what are usually small animal paths because there's nothing really broken up top or real high up, but it does seem like there's a path worn out. So we're just following a GPS to maybe find this Stratosphere Giant. I think we just found it. There's a trail right there, and this is it. It looks bigger than all the trees. This one right here. They've been here for millions of years. As long as we respect the paths and the forest, don't leave any trash, or kind of try not to make a huge impact, stick to somewhat worn trails, and they'll be here for millions of years more. It is the, what is it? Stratosphere Giant. Then we're going to try to jump on a trail that leads out of here, or we'll just turn around, but I think we should continue to adventure through the forest. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go take some pictures. I'll see you guys later. Well, we found the road. Where the fuck are we parked? Perfect. So we go straight. To walk the road for a little bit instead of trekking through the forest. My battery's almost dead, so we will see you somewhere back at the car on a different trail. who knows? Today is kind of just live in the forest. And then we drive tomorrow all the way back to San Francisco. We're at Burlington Campground, hoping we can get a spot tonight. Good day.
Good day.
Yeah.
Hi, my name's Shanna. Welcome to Burlington Campground. Welcome. So we do have some sites available tonight.
Okay.
And do you guys want to stay here in the Redwoods?
Yeah,
Okay,
we'd love
awesome. So are you sleeping in your van?
to. We are.
Okay.
The next morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you today?
Good, you?
Pretty good.
Yesterday I wasn't recording and I kind of kicking myself. I was just wondering if we could kind of go over a bit about the
wanna
campground
go
and the
over
park.
some about the campground and the park?
Yeah. Just a bit of history about the park, what you guys do, kind of stuff you think people should know about the park. And
Hi, Curtis. I'm Shanna.
nice to meet you.
Welcome to Humboldt Redwood State Park. We're here at Burlington Campground. You guys checked in last night.
Yeah.
Burlington Campground has been part of the state park here for a while. Humboldt Redwood State Park has been going since the 1920s.
Wow.
Our first grove here in Humboldt Redwood State Park was actually Bowling Grove in the 1920s. It was dedicated to the first decorated officer in World War I to lose his life, and his family decided instead of doing a traditional statue or gravestone that they would actually do a bunch of living trees so his family could do picnics and stuff.
That's
and
awesome.
continue to remember him.
And we stayed there our first night through here.
Mhm.
Kind of hung out for like 2 hours, just kind of
Mhm.
marveling at that one area. It's beautiful, and that's where we
Yeah.
slept our first night through here.
So Bowling Grove has several trees, no real trails, but it's a beautiful place to go. But from that, we've grown up to 52,000 acres here at Humboldt Redwood
Wow.
State Park, and we have over 100 miles of trails.
Okay.
Now, 52,000 acres sounds like a lot, but when you're thinking about how much redwoods there used to be, they used to be all the way down the coast from just the southern part of Oregon all the way down to like Monterey area.
Oh wow. Okay.
And now we have only about 5% of the original old growth remaining. 5%.
wow. That's
And so we've lost most of
that's
it.
really sad.
Yeah, and that's the coast redwoods. There are actually 3 kinds of redwoods.
Okay.
There's also the giant sequoia, which is in the Sierra Nevadas.
So we want to go check that out next time we come through.
Yeah, those are the biggest trees in the world. I mean,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
literally like huge. And here we have the coast redwoods, which are the tallest trees in the world.
Okay.
So 380 feet tall Hyperion, which is on private property. You can't go see it.
Oh,
But
oh.
that would be the tallest tree on the entire planet.
We're gonna have to reach
and-
out to them.
Yeah, so we don't have that here, but what we do have is the tallest forest.
Okay.
When you go out the Rockefeller Forest on the Mattole Road, We have more trees over 350 feet tall than anywhere else on the whole planet.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and we also, in that same area, have 17,000 acres of old growth that's contiguous, all bunched together, right?
Okay.
So that's the largest contiguous stand of old growth redwoods on the whole planet. And this is really important as an ecosystem. We also have the Garden Club has a huge grove as well. So here in Humboldt Redwoods, we have about 4% of the original old growth still standing.
What's the Garden Club?
Garden Club would be just south of here, just a couple miles. A bunch of different garden clubs throughout the United States. People sent in money, women, sometimes even before women could vote, could send in money and say, we want to save these trees. And all that money was put together to buy the property there and then donated through Save the Redwoods League to Humboldt Redwood State Park.
Oh, that's awesome.
The Avenue of the Giants as a whole is about 32 miles long, and you drive through old growth redwoods throughout it, and then some second growth like what you see right here with the stumps. The coast redwoods are special because if you cut them down, they can sprout again from the stumps. The old,
that's really cool.
Yeah, so the old growth is the original stump, and they actually sprout again from the stumps and take care of each other and help hold each other up.
Yeah, that's interesting. When we went to the Stratosphere Giant, you see a lot of the trees that were burnt up.
Yeah.
But 2 trees are surrounding the burnt tree and feeding off that.
Yeah, the Stratosphere Giant, 4th tallest tree in the world. I'm really glad you got to see it. Pretty amazing.
We weren't. There's no trails right now to it.
No.
But once you find a path into it, it's just beautiful.
That whole area, that's part of that old growth we were talking about. Now you bring up walking around it, and I just want to say we encourage people, please don't go off trails.
No, we didn't know any of this before we went.
Right. But I do want to say it, as a state park employee, part of what we do is we try and preserve the trees and the whole resource and environment for all the other animals and people. So it's really important to know redwoods only have roots about 10 feet deep. And so if you walk around them too much, you can actually damage those roots.
Yeah, that's good to know now.
Yeah, and it's just something I just have to mention for your
no,
viewers.
for sure, exactly.
But yeah, so redwoods are amazing, and the oldest redwood trees here in Humboldt Redwoods are actually 2,000 years old.
Wow.
So when you think about that ecosystem, all of that time being here, it's amazing. We actually have more biomass because we have about an extra 100 foot of canopy than like the Brazilian rainforest.
Oh, wow.
Because our trees here are 350 feet tall.
Yeah.
They're about 250 feet tall, the tallest. So
okay, I didn't know that.
It's an amazing resource. Yeah, and we have a lot of animals here that aren't found anywhere else in the world too. So,
I know, like what?
Well, we do have martins, pine martins, and we have a little bird about this big. It's black and white, looks kind of like a penguin, flies 50 miles an hour.
Wow.
Yeah, and it actually feeds out in the ocean.
That's crazy.
We just have so many amazing, like, unusual animals. You can see a lot of them up here at the visitor center.
Okay. Walk through there.
We have unusual animals like spotted skunks instead of just the stripy ones.
Okay.
I could keep going, but like we have so many different kinds of plants and lichens and just rare stuff.
I don't know if it was last night. If there were owls, they were going crazy. They were real active last night. They were hooting and hollering.
Yeah, they do that. It's practically an owl party here sometimes.
Yeah.
There's actually a lot of birds that live here, and we even have 7 different kinds of bats. Some of them live here year round, some of them migrate through, and some of them are endangered too. It's just amazing how much biodiversity there is here.
We were talking with another state employee at one of, I forget what little campground it was like a Dave's, and they had told us to come down here. We didn't even know this was here.
Nice.
And they told us to come down here, and it's probably, well, no, it's not probably, it is the best grouping of state parks that we've been to.
Well,
on the coast.
I
It's
personally
amazing.
feel that way too. I always say working here is another beautiful day in paradise, and partially because I get to meet great visitors, but partially just because it's so beautiful.
Like, it's the hell of an office view.
Oh yeah,
Beautiful.
Did you guys get to walk across the street at all?
No, we didn't last night. I think we're gonna go do that
Well,
before we
Gold
head out.
Nature Loop is a really easy 1.5 mile trail right across there. It's ADA accessible right by the road, and
Okay.
there's some great trees over there. In fact, there's this huge tree that you could probably put 25 people around it holding hands and they barely reach around.
Wow.
So I definitely recommend checking it out. There's also a couple trees you can walk into that have survived fires. It usually takes 7 to 8 fires to hollow out the center of the
wow.
tree like that. But if you look up, the tree is still totally alive.
Yeah, we saw one that's the goose pen.
Yeah, goose pin.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we were inside that one the other day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
it's pretty cool.
amazing trees.
Awesome. Well, thanks for talking with us.
You're
And it was
welcome.
great staying here.
Yeah, great to meet you too. Well, have fun, you guys. Continue on with your adventure.